classical Greek philosopher and father of the Western philosophical mode of thinking and thought, Socrates said, "In childhood be modest, in youth temperate, in adulthood just, and in old age prudent." Meaning, in childhood, we must always try to be modest. We must always try to practice, learn, and execute honesty, loyalty, and modesty in behavior, thinking, perception, as well as in action when we are children and during childhood. Because in childhood and in children, if there is no modesty, humility, or honesty of action, behavior, and thought, then childhood itself becomes useless and loses its worth, significance, and ultimate meaning. In childhood, the parents must be able to teach modesty and moderation to their children no matter what. And then when we become youth, then we have to learn to control ourselves against anything and everything which is external and removed from our control and domination and knowledge under all circumstances and situations. So in youth and for the youth, it becomes fundamentally important and imperative to learn temperance, and they need to practice to be temperate even in the face of external attractions and artificial enticements of modern society, and also despite one's own personal urges, individual desires. We have to learn to be temperate, moderate, and controlled in our behavior, desires, urges, passions, and ultimately in actions. And if we can practice successfully moderation and temperance of behavior, action, and perception during youth, and if the youth does that, then they all become, and youth itself becomes meaningful, worthy, purposeful, and significant. Otherwise, they lose meaning, and youth also falls apart. And then when we become adult, when we enter into adulthood, we have to learn and try to practice being just, reasonable, and fair, not only towards ourselves, our perception or action, but also in our dealings with others, no matter what in society. When we practice justice, reason, and obviously fairness in our behavior and action for everyone, then that translates into quality and obviously makes up for a good and even better society. And in old age, finally, we have to learn and practice and become prudent, wise, grounded, because